decided to tell you my life story. It all starts in Acapulco. This was the deciding moment in my life. For a poor kid from the streets of Acapulco, the way to a better life was a job at Las Colinas.
Jamal Finkley, Black Tree TV. I love this show. I mean, I love a bilingual show. It just feels so natural, and it felt fun. It felt like I was on vacation a lot of times when you was giving the stories. But first question is for you, Eugenio. Like Eugenio, you've been on screen 40 years since um, Kachun Kachun Rara. And this 40 years this year. And I want to know, like, when did the transition to also producing and executive producing come into you? Like, what made that be something that you wanted to do as an actor?
Oh my God, you're the first person to mention that show in many, I would say decades. You did a lot of research. Thank you. Well, I discovered that as an actor, sometimes you have to wait until a good project comes to you. You are always like depending on what your agent gets for you, or somebody that called you for a good project or not. So I decided to take care of my own career by developing my own stuff. And
offering.
Yeah, and that's for me, it's a great weapon.
Not just asking for a job, offering job.
Exactly. And that's what I do. I mean, sometimes they call me for something, I do it. But if not, I'm creating always my own productions. And that's what happened with Acapulco. It's something that I created so I can portray the kind of character that I like, the kind of story that I like. Humor, etc. For example, I was tired of hearing bad things about Mexico and always watching Mexico portrayed in like in Narcos,
deeply
Narcos
way.
or drug lords. I'm tired of seeing the violent Mexico or the nasty Mexico. And this is a way I can show the nice parts of Mexico, like Acapulco. That's one of the most amazing spots to go on vacation. So that's why I decided to produce, not just act, but also executive produce in this series.
And Enrique, I know you play young Maximo in this story, but if you're playing young Eugenio, and what could you learn from Eugenio as an actor playing young Eugenio right now, going forward in your career? Because I know you got so much promise going forward. Like what playing him play him now,
Everything. Imagine if he had the decision to choose me. Well, it's because he sees in me himself, and I see me in himself too. So for me, it's my mentor. Like I admire him. I admire all his career. I knew him since I was a kid, and I know that he has do more than others, and he's looking always to the future and trying to come up with new ideas. And being on the same boat, on the same project, makes me chills. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm more than grateful.
I had my mission. If the resort experience was what the guests wanted, then that's what I was going to give them.
So, your job was to convince people to spend more money?
Exactly. Because the more I get guests to pay, the bigger the tip I get. Everyone wins. Well, not the guests. They lose a lot. Anyway, it's called upselling. And once Don Pablo explained upselling to me, I realized that that was my ticket to more riches.
Last question. Acapulco is a great vacation spot. Can each of you just give me one vacation spot other than Acapulco that you could suggest to our viewers?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if you know that Acapulco in the 80s was the spot to vacation. All the Hollywood stars were there.
Mike Todd, Liz Taylor,
Everyone.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, yeah. The royalty all around the world. There was a very famous duke that has a mansion there, and the parties were wild, really wild. So there are legendary stories about those parties, and we wanted to reflect all that. What was going on there? So we're here talking about Las Colinas, that supposedly in the series is the hottest resort in Acapulco, and all the crazy things that happens there. And he has to navigate, you know, like to deal with all this crazy stuff. But because he wants to succeed, but then he realizes that he has to pay a very high price to achieve his dreams. And that's what the series is about. How much am I willing to pay or to give in order to achieve my dreams? And that's a very interesting question for anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. And in the opposite, the tips he's earning can make a difference in his home and can be a way to have a better life.
Exactly.
Spoken like a true executive producer. It's a great story. I love me and my girlfriend entertained by it every night. So we love the series. Can't wait till the rest of the world see it, and can't wait to see what you got coming up, Enrique. And I'll keep on watching you for the rest of your career.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamal.
Jamal.